What's happening? What's going on, music lovers? Welcome to another episode of Off the Charts, wherein we break down the Billboard Philippines Hot 100 and Billboard Philippines Top Songs. We are looking into the month of August. What happened? What went down? What were the significant changes in the charts? What we saw, and of course, a look at the movers and debuts per week. You got Anton here, the podcast producer for Billboard Philippines Volumes. And joining me later on the show, we got Jason Caballa, Billboard Philippines Managing Editor. Now let's get to it. Let's go behind the numbers. Looking at the week of August 3, 2024, we saw a new number one on the Billboard Philippines Hot 100 and a Billboard Philippines Top Philippine Songs. Singer-songwriter Dianella, together with the king of R&B, JR, took the top spot with their song Sinig. Taking over Makis Dilao, a 7.5% difference on audio and video streams, still fairly close for the first week of August. Dianella and JR Sinig climbing its way into the top as every week it built up, and in the month of August we saw, a significant climb for the song. Sinig made its debut way back in July at number 74. People played it, people listened to it, people vibed out with it. Now it's our new number one. As we mentioned last episode, Billboard Philippines Hot 100, takes everything into account. It's not just the song, it's the video, even the remixes of the songs count. Different versions of it. For example, Sabrina Carpenter and her song Espresso. It's actually the Mark Ronson remix that's topping the charts. So, just continue what you're doing to support your favorite artists and check back every week on BillboardPhilippines.com. Now let's get into the movers and debuts for the week of August 3. Number 11, we saw Jimin with Who. Number 81, Chick Chick Boom from Stray Kids. At 83, Alibi from Sev Deliza. And 98, Kailan from Maki. Movers on the charts that week, August 3, we had Museo Eliza Maturan, who jumped from 37 to 18, and she also just recently launched a brand new single. Ikot from Over October from 51 to 30 this week. They got a sold-out concert coming up. Hoodie, another one from Dianella, this time with Allison Shore from 78 to 51. Mamushi, Megan Thee Stallion, Yuki Shiba, the new TikTok dance craze from 74, jumping all the way to 52. Musica, another one from Dianella, 93 last week and now 53. Reigning in Manila, Lola Amor from 87 to 62. Is this the new seasonal song? I mean, every December for sure, we're gonna get Mariah Carey, we're gonna get Jose Marichan. Now for every season, I think we're gonna get Lola Amor's Reigning in Manila. Notable headlines that week, Rob Daniel debuts on the top Philippine Songs charts with his song Miss Miss, which he talks about over on an episode of Billboard Philippines Volumes. Beanie still tops the top Philippine Songs chart, and Ikot from Over October hits number 22 on the top Philippine Songs charts. Let's move on to the week of August 10, 2024. Dianella JR still at the top spot this week at number 1 with a significant increase for their audio and video streams. Sinig got a big 23.16% increase in the numbers from week 1 to week 2. If you're wondering what Maki's numbers look like, sitting at number 2, the streams went high as well, but not as high as Sinig. Makis Dilao got a 5% increase on audio and video streams for that week. Top 1 to 8 on the Billboard Philippines Hot 100 unchanged. Jimin enters the top 10 with Who with a big 20% increase on audio and video streams. The week prior, he was sitting at number 11. Now let's get on to the movers and debuts, new entries for the week of August 10, 2024. Number 47, James Reid with Randomantic. At number 57, another seasonal song, Taylor Swift with August. 80, we got Kisame from Rodessa. 82, thanks to Deadpool and Wolverine, In Sync with Bye Bye Bye. 87, Dianella with Oxahina. And 96, Kiss of Life from Sticky. Some big movers on that week of August 10. Eliza Maturan enters the top 10 of the top Philippine songs. Music up from Dianella 53 to 28. Hoodie, Dianella and Allison Shore 51 to 34. Iris from the Goo Goo Dolls jumping from 82 to 65. Misteriosa from Cup of Joe from 79 to 67, who released a brand new music video, which is why it's helping it move up on the charts. Week of August 17, 2024, Dianella JR still at the top with Sining, increased the audio streams by about 4%, while Mackie's audio streams went down by about 3% and a 5% increase on the video side. Movers and debuts on the charts for the week of August 17, number 75, we had Chaperone with Casual. 86, Charlie XCX with Apple, another song that, that's just been replaying and replaying in my head because of that TikTok algorithm. 92, Jimin with Be Mine. 96, another karaoke classic, Bruno Mars with When I Was Your Man. Movers on the Billboard Hot 100 for the week of August 17. Randomantic from James Reid from 47 to 23. What a jump. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick. 38% increase on the streaming side. This one has entered the top Philippine songs as well. Another one with a big jump after the release of the music video, Misterioso from Cup of Joe, from 67 to 27, with a 33.6% increase for audio and video streams. NSYNC's Bye 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 from 82 to 41, and August from Taylor Swift continues to rise, 57 for 46. Oxyhina from Dianella from 87 to 68, another huge jump, which makes it official that all of Dianella's songs are now charting on the Billboard Philippines Hot 100. Kill Bill, SZA 84 to 69, maybe this time from Sarah G from 84 to 76. Another one from Cup of Joe, Estrangero, 99 last week, now at 81. Week of August 24, we got Dianella and JR with Sining officially 1 month at number 1, tying Mackie's Dilaw, which also spent 1 month at the top. We got changes now on the top 10 of the Billboard Philippines Hot 100. Chaperone breaks into the top 10 with Good Luck Babe. And let's give you the numbers. From 11, it jumped all the way to number 9 with a 4.3% increase on audio and video streams. On the side of the Billboard Philippines top Philippine songs, Cup of Joe and Janine Teñoso's Tingin enters the top 10. Time now for the movers and debuts for the week of August 24. At 79, we saw Kalamian and Hanuman Kind's Big Dogs debuting on the charts. At 83, Cat's Eye with Touch. 96, Taylor Swift and Shawn Mendes with Lover. 98, Nicki with Tsunami. And just 4 new entries for that week in August. For the movers, Sarah G, maybe this time from 76 to 41. Ariana Grande's Intro from 59 to 49. Dianella's Oxyhina on the rise from 68 to 55. Casual from Chaperone from 75 to 62. When I Was Your Man, Bruno Mars, a karaoke staple as well. 96 last week and 77 that week. Kung Wala Ka, Hail, 98 to 88. Now, August with a bonus 5th week. Let's get into the week of August 31. Dianella JR Sining 5 weeks at the top, officially the longest number 1 song on the Billboard Philippines Hot 100. Record was previously held by Mackie, who spent 1 month on the charts. But we saw a decrease though on the audio and video streams department. It went down, but super low though, around 0.8% from the week prior. Some headlines we have for that week on the charts. The week of August 31, James Reid, number 9 on the Billboard Philippines top Philippine songs. Making their debuts on the top Philippine songs as well, Nobita and Sarah G. And time now for the movers and debuts. New entries for the week of August 31, number 6, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars with Die With a Smile making its debut. This is the second highest song to make its debut on the charts. Beanie's Cherry on Top still has the highest debut. They made their debut at number 5. Number 43, Lisa and Rosalia with New Woman. Number 55, Bruno Mars, That's What I Like. 92, Alicia Keys with If I Ain't Got You. And number 100, we got a throwback from Sugar Free with Burnout. This week's biggest jumpers, maybe this time from Sarah G, from 41 last week to 26 this week. Unti-unti, Up Dorma Down from 65 to 50. The Day You Said Goodnight, 72 last week and 57. A big jump from Hale. Touch from Cat's Eye debuting at 83 to jumping to about 20 spots at 61. Kill Bill from SZA, 75 to 63. And those are the numbers for the month of August for the Billboard Philippines Hot 100 and Billboard Philippines Top Songs. Now let's call into the show Billboard Philippines Managing Editor Jason Caballa. Jason, welcome to the show. Month 2 is done for the charts. What's up, man? What do you see?
So this month, there haven't been many big changes in the top 10 of the Philippine charts, except, of course, Dionella and JR unseating Maki's Dilaw at number 1 with their collab hit Sining. But Beanie are still dominating with 4 songs on the same 4 songs on the top 10 of the top Philippine Songs chart and the top 25 of the Philippines Hot 100.
Yeah, and you know what? Sining staying at number 1 for officially 5 weeks now. Again, they now hold the record for our longest number 1. And going back to what I mentioned, like the month prior, that along with the song, the music video also helps, gets the numbers. And you know what? Your Beanie prediction last month, that was spot on. I have to give you that. And I don't think it's surprising that majority of their songs are still on the charts.
Yeah, because, I think Beanie will still be a presence on the charts for a while because they're still touring. They're always on the news, and they just played several shows in North America last month.
Yeah.
And last week, Billboard Philippines brought them to, and SB19 to Billboard Korea's K-Power 100 event. And they performed and they received an award. Lots of global music industry leaders and artists from Asia in attendance. So yeah, we'll be seeing more of Beanie in the charts for a while, and maybe it might trigger SB19's return to the charts too.
Yeah, and that movement, us bringing them to Korea last week, that's a P-Pop Unite movement for those two artists, P-Pop powerhouses, raising not only the P-Pop flag and bringing it nationwide, but also the country's flag too.
So that's very awesome for both SB19 and Beanie and P-Pop in general. But, on the indie side, there's also Eliza Maturan. Sining just entered the top 10 of the top Philippine songs. And it's an amazing feat for an indie artist like her. And it's very deserving as well because it's a really good song.
Yeah, and I just want to add that Eliza Maturan, who shared on a recent episode of Billboard Philippines Scenes, that she was actually at the Billboard Philippines Women in Music. She was part of the crowd, and like in order for her to watch, she had to buy the magazine.
Yeah, she bought those magazines.
So she bought those magazines, and I'm just happy to see that she's in the top 10 of the Billboard Philippines Songs charts, and that she's slowly getting into the top 10 of the Billboard Philippines Hot 100.
Yeah, so for this month's charts, I want to do a bit of a change of pace and look at, more of the international entries.
Okay.
Because if there's one thing I noticed, it's like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
She was on the news like early this year because of the Eras tour. And, people were really, really anticipating to see her live. And then a lot of Filipinos were complaining because she didn't come to the country. Basically, the Eras tour was a very, 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 very big deal. But strangely enough, her songs are notably absent from like the top half of both the Philippines charts. But instead, we see, I mean, I don't mean to like trigger any Swifties watching this, but I just think it's rather strange because everyone was talking about Taylor Swift the first half of the year.
Yeah.
And now on the charts, we see the likes of, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan in the top 20. And I don't know if this like signifies some sort of shift, like they're the new female pop queens of the moment. And well, I don't doubt that because I've been a fan of Billie Eilish since Bad Guy, and her new album hit me hard and soft. It's really, really good. It's like one of my favorite albums so far this year. So I really expect that she'd make hits. And then there you had Chapel Roan, who played Lollapalooza last month, and
Stole the
even if
show.
if she wasn't one of the headliners, her set like drew the biggest crowd for
sure.
the entire festival, and that's really, really amazing.
So it can also be a sign of the new era of artists. Even going back to P-pop, we don't see SB19 tracks on the Billboard Philippines Hot 100 or the top Philippine songs. But now we are seeing the likes of Beanie, even Alamat, and a lot more P-pop groups. Not saying that SB19 isn't important. SB19, who helped open the doors for these acts, they're one of the pioneers for the genre. They are the pioneers. They put the genre on the map. Same, I think, goes for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like, she's like the mom now, or like, the figure there, the overseer of the whole genre. And now that it's time for artists like Billie Eilish, Chapel Roan, and Sabrina Carpenter to take over. Even Charlie XCX.
Actually, I forgot to mention her. I am such a fan.
And she's slowly climbing up the charts also with Apple. And for me, one difference that I've noticed about this month's charts is that we are seeing a lot of old local acts making their way back. So again, we have Hale with still 2 tracks charting, and it's still going up. The Day You Said Goodnight. Up Dorma Down, still on the charts. And recently, we just saw Sugar Free. Sugar Free's Burnout make its debut at number 100, a resurgence of classic local tracks. But, I can't wait to see like the new generation of bands make some noise on the charts. Hopefully you see like Cup of Joe. We're seeing Cup of Joe. We're seeing Over October. So excited for what's to come.
Yeah. I wonder when the whole band thing will really come back.
Yeah. The resurgence of bands.
Yeah, but for now, I like recently a friend actually gave me a crash course on Sabrina Carpenter and Chapel Roan recently. And she made me watch her music videos, live performances on YouTube, and I was like really, really, really impressed. Both of them, they really have the talent and the songwriting skills. And Sabrina Carpenter also just released a new album, so I expect to see more singles from that album, chart as they go viral. Yeah,
and live performances of Sabrina Carpenter is great, and her spiels, because she's also a Disney star.
Yeah,
she was she started out as Disney, as acting, so it borrows a lot of time from her acting career, which is why some of her onstage antics, they don't seem forced in any way, or it's not cringe in any way. And going back to what you said about Taylor Swift, if we saw her make her way to the Philippines, it might be a different story.
Yeah.
Her songs, I mean, she still has, I think she has like 1 or 2 still just floating around on the charts. But I mean, for sure, if she went here, it would have rose up, And I mean, because like Billboard US, actually, they got the Taylor Swift surge after her album. And now she's not even in the top 10.
Yeah, she's still definitely a hot ticket. But, I don't know if a lot of Filipinos are still listening to her, but
true.
It's still a hot ticket. She's, she'll never be irrelevant, basically. But again, I don't mean to piss off all you Swifties watching this because, she's not the only one who's notably absent from the Hot 100. Olivia Rodrigo, who is a Phil-am, she made a lot of noise with her Guts album, which is unironically my favorite album of 2023. She's also notably absent from the Philippines Hot 100, except Vampire. I think it's still charting at number 270. Yeah, but that's it. But, like you said, maybe Filipinos, same with Taylor Swift, maybe Filipinos are just waiting for her to announce the Manila leg of her world tour.
Maybe that's it. Maybe because they're too busy on tour, or they're playing live shows, that the releasing of new music or focusing on current singles, they don't translate to like the streaming to the numbers, because they're busy with the tour. But now I think it's safe to say it's a new 4 now.
Yeah,
Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie XCX, Chapel Roan, Billie Eilish. And I think the new faces now that people are enjoying their music. Well, Jason, there aren't much changes for the month of August, but except we saw a new number 1. That was the biggest change we got from this month. We had weeks with no changes in the top 10, so excited to see what September has in store for us. Who knows? Maybe
Oasis.
Oasis. What's your over/under for them breaking up before the song? Even
No, I think they'll behave.
well, excited for September, and that does it for Off the Charts. Jason Caballa. My name's Anton Molina. Off the Charts, signing off.
Billboard Philippines.